Hi, Rebecca. Um, I just saw your video for Friday for the first time really last night. I caught your interview with ABC News because I had seen where someone had shared on that same episode of Nightline or Primetime Live, whichever it was, I can't remember. There was on the special about child celebrities and child stars. Someone had shared something about how Corey Feldman had come forward and said he had been molested, and that Hollywood was full of pedophiles. So I thought that was interesting because I didn't know that both Coreys had claimed to have been abused, and that's a serious matter, and that's something completely different. So, but that's what dragged me in because I'm interested in sort of more serious news, and I guess I'm interested in more serious art and music too. But I'd heard that you were a pop phenomenon and that you'd started out on social media, and then I saw you on the ABC thing, and I saw that they had classified you as the victim of bullying, and I certainly would agree that that's an accurate one way of looking at your situation is you've been picked on and people have come down on you, and you're just one person who's been going to junior high and doesn't really deserve, for millions of people to be mean to you, and certainly don't deserve for your life to be threatened. I guess I think it was really interesting to me is that I'd heard about you and that your song was not super duper or whatever. I didn't really care because I'm not into that much pop music. I'm in my late 20s and I'm just a sort of dork guy who listens to other stuff. But I guess where I'm going with this is that I think that the reality of the situation, and I think a lot of your critics would agree with me, is that your mom had paid $4,000 for this video, and I guess I'm not sure what you guys were trying to do. It seems like you were trying to be maybe become a big deal, which is fine, which is everybody's right to do that. But it seems like your mom got ripped off. Like this video quality mediocre. I mean, you look fine. I mean, I guess. I mean, whatever. You're a handsome young lady, but the song is just really weak, and you didn't like that song, so it's okay. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. But I guess what's funny is the song is so weak, and then just out of nowhere, this African American gentleman comes in and lays down this rap, and I think that he thought it was funny that he was even in the video, but he was doing it, because any self-respecting hip hop artist would feel kind of strange about being in that song. And I guess it's sort of snowballed. And I guess the reason why I'm recording this is I want you to realize that wasn't supposed to happen. Your rise to global popularity from that song, that was a serious sort of rip in the fabric of the way that the literary public sphere is supposed to work. We need to be able to defend our tastes with using reason. That's how it works. Is we like bands, or we like books and shows and movies, and we have certain standards of quality for them. And this is just a really general idea. I'm not claiming to be any sort of expert on aesthetics or whatever, but I mean, this is just the way it works in, I guess, I don't even want to use the word modern or confused. It works in this electrical age where we have schools and industrial equipment and advanced economies and post-enlightenment. I'll say that. I'll just say that, and feel free to critique that. It wasn't supposed to happen. It's funny, and it's not to say that you don't deserve success, but I mean, gosh, when I was your age, when I remember, you kind of remind me of my sister because she was a handsome young lady at your age too, and she, we joined our school's choir, and we took classes, and we, you know, we certainly didn't feel entitled to global stardom. And I'm not trying to be jealous of you or anything. I'm not. Um, it's just a weird world. I guess I personally, and this is where I'll get a little more harsh in my just critique of celebrity commercial media, is I don't think hardly any of these media stars deserve their privilege, And it seems like you have this sort of especially entitled attitude now with your new song, and I don't know. It's just weird, and it seems to me like, in I guess as far as where your critics come from, these bullies, it's just so absurd, and I think that's a good word for it. I'm proud of that. I'll stick with that. It's just so absurd. I think that the world at large just feels so uncomfortable and outraged and offended at your sense of entitlement that they keep doing this. And that doesn't justify death threat or violence and name calling. No, those people need to take a step back, because that's mean. That's wrong. They need to have a little. They need to affirm your humanity and have some empathy for who you are and where you're coming from. But I want you to see this reality. That this is not okay for our society to do this. And I won't engage into a deep analysis of that social pathology now, but I wanted you to maybe knock around the idea in your head that there is a social pathology, and that your rise to this weird stardom is a symptom of that. Okay. Good luck to you. Be well. Stay off drugs.